What's up everyone, welcome to another video. In this video we are going to talk about top 7 careers or job role or position in data science. Let's get started. Let's start with the number one. Number one is the most common, and I'm just gonna get it done with it, is data scientist. Now, obviously, there's other position which is very similar to data scientist, is like data analyst and data engineer. So you're probably wondering what are the difference between these three positions, and they are kind of different and kind of similar. So let's start with data scientist. Now, data scientists are the one which kind of get the data. They deal with a lot of complex raw data. Data scientists are the one who uses algorithms and programming languages to find those patterns, find those similar data trends. So they are the one who's writing those algorithms and kind of trying to find the pattern in that data which can help business drive the decisions. Data scientists need a lot of data to work on, and that data comes from data engineer. Data engineer are the one who are getting the data in the very raw form, or the live data, or the real-time data, or they batch process the data coming from anywhere, maybe YouTube. If you're watching this, the comment, share, likes, all this data is coming through it. So data engineers are the one who are taking this data and making it more readable for data scientists, so they then take that data and try to find the pattern or analyze the data and make the decision. So they kind of work together. And then data analysts are the one, once the pattern is found, once the data is into readable format, they are the one who kind of builds a report which will then help businesses to understand and make the decisions based on some reports. It could be also the web tracking, like for example, if you went to my website, which is yudijagani.com, if you went at the data analyst would be the one who's kind of trying to tell you like, hey, from the data I received from data scientist and data engineer, I can tell that there's more people coming from Facebook. I can tell more people are hitting the website through WhatsApp or anything like that. So then you try to hit the WhatsApp platform more, because that's where the users are coming from. So that's where data analysts do again. So all of these three positions is kind of like this is like, I'll kind of put the picture what three different positions do, but they are very similar. In big companies there is definitely specific roles each player plays, but for smaller companies, some companies combine data engineer and data scientist role together, some companies combine data scientist and data analyst role together, and some companies combine all of them together. So it just depends on the size of the company how they want to deal with the roles, but majority of the time the big companies will have specific duties for each of them. All of the salaries, if you had to work in Bay Area, I'm just gonna give that as an example, will be anywhere above $140,000 salary per year. So yeah, if you planning to go into data scientist, you will make a lot of money. Next common job role or career is going to be machine learning scientist and machine learning engineer. Now there is two different ones. Machine learning scientists are the one who are more of an experimenter. They work with NASA, Apple, Google, Microsoft. They are working on the, for example, I have a friend who works in Google who works on driving cars. So they are using a lot of human decisions they make every time, all those kind of things, fancy things. So that's machine learning scientist. And then the machine learning engineers are the one who kind of get the hypothesis from the scientist and they implement them on the softwares. They are the one who's writing the code and making things possible on the app or on the software. You've seen so many AI driven softwares now. There's so many machine learning concepts grown over the time. All the ads which you've been seeing, there's like, for example, on YouTube, like if you've been searching for colleges, YouTube is going to give you the YouTube colleges ad. If you Google web search something, the next time you go to Amazon, that ad is going to show up. That's all AI, machine learning, data scientist, data learning, all of those based on your results and real thinking, they're gonna try to give that experience to you when you go to shop or something like that. The next one is BI developer. It's business intelligence developer. They mainly use the tools to get all the information like Hadoop or Tableau or like big data. Those, like, there are multiple other tools which they use, and their main job is to assist the business stakeholders to make business decision using those applications, or they're using those tools. They heavily rely on data, and they use the tools to modify to get those data from the user. So they place a system where they know that this is how user is interacting with application. Okay, that will help business to make some business decision. I forgot to mention the salary of machine learning scientist who makes almost 130K plus. I mean, if it is a big city like San Francisco, New York, Boston, they probably make more than 150, 160 as their starting pay, and machine learning engineer makes 120K plus, which is $120,000 plus. BI developer typically starts from $90,000 salary on an average, and depending on the area, it grows from $90,000 to $140,000. The last one is data architect. Now, this is kind of a senior position or more of an experienced role. They're the one who is managing, who's architecting the data, if it is a database or big data. So, for example, Amazon, which has like multiple sources of data coming through, like one is vendor, one is third party, warehouses, users using it. So it's a huge collection of data, multiple platforms. So that's where the data architect will come in and kind of try to make the decisions on how they want to design their database, if I have to say, and to kind of keeping the performances in mind and keeping how this data will be extracted and given to data scientists who make all of those decisions. So, and also keep the applications running based on backend data. Data architect is typically a senior position. You cannot apply as a fresher, but definitely if you start as a data engineer, data scientist, data analyst, you can go up to that position, and you typically will make 180,000 or above. Those are the top 7 careers in data science, and I will also add AI developer, artificial intelligence developer, which is kind of a mix between like HCI, which is human computer interface, and data scientist and machine learning, like in a mixture of a role where AI developer is starting to build up a lot more momentum, and it's an top 8 job or career coming under a data scientist. I would definitely consider that one too. I hope you find this video helpful. I'll keep bringing such kind of video. If you liked it, like and share and subscribe and all of those things. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep smiling and keep hustling.